So now we're going to move on to the DAMM V2. All right, so this is the new iteration of this, and it's a lot more complicated, a lot more feature rich. So we see here, looks a little bit different. We can sort by TVL and 24-hour volume. We have a filter here that allows us to say, only show me verified tokens, or maybe some safety stuff like it's not a mintable token, has no freeze authority, so on and so forth. You can have it go by market cap in a range. You can say, show me only things in the last 1 hour, what have you. There's a lot of things in here. I'm not going to go into all of it. You can even say, show me only stuff from certain launch pads. But you guys can play with that on your own. There's a lot of different types of pools here, and you'll notice, unlike the DAMM V1, you can have a lot of pools for the same token pair. And the reason for that is because you can have different configurations of these pools for the same pair. I've already got some examples pulled up here. This is the Sol USDC pool, the biggest one. It's got over $7 million in TVL in it. We see our token ratio there, the current pool price, which is right now, that's kind of sad that it's 143. 24-hour volume, 24-hour fee. You'll notice that there is no yield listed here, and that is because the DAMM V2 does not utilize the dynamic vaults. So no money in that. It's listing our base fee, dynamic fee. Here on this specific pool, there is no dynamic fee. It's turned off, basically. There's the liquidity provider fee and the protocol fee. This one, it's 20% of the LP fee. If there was a dynamic fee, it'd be 20% of the dynamic fee, but it's 20% of the LP fee there. We see that we are getting both tokens. Now, why is it telling you this? I'm going to show you why here in a minute, what that looks like. Now, you must make a balanced deposit in this. It will not auto swap for you. You must make a balanced deposit. So we do like that. I put in that much. It's going to automatically select. If I select max here, it's going to choose the correct amount of SOL, and we will click deposit. And now I've deposited money. I've got a position here, 1135. And here, unlike the DAMM V1, the DAMM V2, it does not auto compound the fees. You claim them separately. So that's cool. And we see I've already earned a tiny bit. I could claim it at any time if I so wish. One thing that's important difference between the DAMM V1 and DAMM V2. The DAMM V1, as you remember, I said it creates an LP token when you deposit, which is destroyed when you withdraw. The DAMM V2 instead creates an NFT, and that NFT actually looks like I'm going to put that up there in the upper right hand corner of the screen. That is what that NFT looks like. It says do not burn. If you burn it, you will lose your money. So don't do that. But yeah, that's what all that is. Withdraw, swap, lock. Again, we're not going to get into this. You don't want to lock liquidity in there unless you're a token creator. Now, one thing, unlike the DAMM V1, the DAMM V2 configurable programmatically to concentrate the liquidity. You can't do it through the UI. But if you know how to code, you can define a price range on this. Most of them are not. This one is set between 70 and 440, which is pretty optimistic. But anyway, this is actually concentrated liquidity. So this DAMM works a little bit better than a standard one. Here's a different pool with different settings. We still have no dynamic fee. We see the liquidity provider fee. But the fee collection token is the quote token only. It's SOL only. So you will get only SOL in this. And so that because this zero, I don't even know what it is, right? Say it's some meme coin, you're not interested in that coin. You only after the SOL. So this will only give you those fees in the SOL. It's not doing a swap. It's really complicated. I don't understand it. I'm just telling you, you're getting only SOL whenever you use this one. This one is not concentrated liquidity. If it doesn't say a range, then it's not concentrated. Okay, here's another example, Slurf. We're getting base and quote token, but there's something called the fee scheduler, and this one is exponential. So we see here, when this pool was launched, it started out at 50% fee. And over time on an exponential curve, it went down. We can see our times here at 24 minutes. It was about right here, 20, 18, 19. and it came all the way down after 120 minutes. It came down to what the base fee is, which is about 0.25%. The idea here is that if you have a brand new token, brand new fresh meme that people are sniping, those snipers are going to pay for that by getting that really high fee. So you can make a lot of money very quickly, and then it comes down in order for you to be able to have a good price for your retail users. Here's a different one where we have, let's see, no dynamic fee, token only, no scheduler. Here's another one that does have a scheduler that is linear, okay? So this goes down a lot more gradually over time, and it's coming down. The base fee is about 6%. So that's what that one did. Let's see, is this one any different? Not really. It's got a dynamic fee, quote token, so you're only getting USDC. And this was a very custom setup that can only be done like programmatically. But anyway, that is how the DAMM V2 works. What I'm going to show you now is some finding tools. So some DAMM V2 tools. One of the things that's really important about the DAMM V2, if you're doing memes, you got to be quick. You got to get in there in the beginning, because after that, sometimes it dies as far as being routed through that pool, sometimes not. It just kind of depends, but you're really after a lot on those fresh memes. You're after that sniper volume, but projects also use it for token launches, and it may be the main launch pool. Meteora did that when they launched Met. The main launch pool was a DAMM V2 pool. There's a couple great tools that we can use. I'm going to demonstrate them a little bit here. RocketScan.fun and Dammit Pro. You can find these out on lparmy.com, and there's also just Juke Pro. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is RocketScan. So this is a community tool. We'll zoom in just a little bit here for you guys. So it's a great way to discover tokens. So I'm going to click on token discovery, and it's showing me, it's refreshing every 5 seconds, new things. You have filters that you can set up. Say you're only interested in certain launch pads. There's a lot of different things you can choose from, but just leaving it as it is, we can see new things that come through, but you can check to see if there's a DAMM V2 pool already existing on these. If it is, you can go directly to it. Looks like there's none yet. There is a link to create one, but we're not going to cover creating pools in this course. But yeah, you can see a lot of different things. And if you hover over one of these, it'll pause that updating. Going back one, or actually here at the top, Meteor pools, you can see existing pools, and it'll show you both DAMM V2 and DLMM. I'm going to filter out and just show me the DAMM V2 stuff. So we see here like Rismus, we can see its market cap, how many holders there are of this token, which is not very many, the amount of volume, stuff about rug check. If you wanted to go, you could just click right here and it'll take you straight to that pool for it, if that's one that you've set. Oh, this looks good. This looks like a party. This one looks a little sus. I'm not going to deposit in, but that's the idea here. You can use this as a tool to help you find fresh, hot stuff to join. So yeah, RocketScan is pretty cool. The next tool, Dammit Pro, you actually connect your wallet to this, but you're not like you would a Meteor app. You can use it to find pools. Whenever you click on this, it's going to start looking and popping stuff up. So here's things like, if you click on this, you could go view that pool. You can check the chart. You can check rug check. There's a lot of different things that you can do. You can even swap into the token and add liquidity directly from here. There's filters, fee scheduler, no scheduler, all pools, what have you. You can pick a lot of stuff. And just like RocketScan, if you hover over this, it'll pause that. If you have a contract address for something, you can input that here and find it. So I'm actually going to just demonstrate. I'm going to copy this contract address, come here to Pro, enter that CA, and then it's going to find me all the DAMM V2 pools right here for that particular pair. And it's just got some information for you. It's pretty self-explanatory, but it tells you, has it got a linear or exponential pool type? What are you getting the tokens in, both or SOL or USDC, the fee rates, and all that kind of stuff. You can also monitor your positions from here. I entered a pool earlier this morning with a small amount. It's not a very good pool, but I did it for the demo. I can see that I've got $28 in deposits there. It actually went up a little bit because it started at 27. I've got 9 cents in fees, fee rate, all this information here. You can actually close or remove your liquidity or claim your fees directly from this tool if you'd like. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I am now at Jupe Pro, or I went to jupe.ag and then went to the Pro tab. You can use this to help find stuff. Like if you want to say, give me the last 5 minutes, filter that there, and then price percentage up or down. So this token right here is this much in the last 5 minutes. This won't tell you what if there's a pool for it, but yeah, this is just one way that you can find new, fresh, hot tokens. Of course, do your own research on these before you ape into them, but that's just another way to find something to do. So other ways to find opportunities is right in our LP Army Discord. The DGen DAMM chat is where people discuss. They also discuss strategies and things like that. You can find that right in our Discord live chat. lparmy.com/strategies. There is a ton of great strategies from a lot of great guys out there. Just go out there to lparmy.com, go to strategies. You can filter by DAMM V2, and there's all kinds of articles that you can read that will help give you some more information to understand how to use the DAMM effectively. And then, of course, on lparmy.com/academy, we did an advanced boot camp right here, the DAMM V2. It's more information on how to use it, how to create pools, that kind of thing. Just filter by advanced, and you can go and watch that right there. So that's the DAMM V2. We are going to move on. Time check. Okay, we're still good. So here's just a review, the differences between DAMM V1 and DAMM V2. We covered a lot of this stuff. The one thing that I didn't mention before is if you're here for points, to earn points for season 2 airdrop, the DAMM V1, any fees that you earn in there, it will not earn you any points. The DAMM V2 will. So yeah, this is, again, I already covered everything else in here, but you can see the difference between the two here.